What's up? This is the Jared Dean Show. The Lakers last night lost to the Wizards, and that's pretty much, this is going to be a short one. That's all I wanted to address, which is crazy to me. My friend's a huge Thunder fan, and that's the one thing I would say to him. The Thunder lost to the Wizards, so you should never lose to the Wizards, and then the next day the Lakers go out and do it. Clearly the Lakers need help. I'm not saying to trade away a key piece, and I honestly think Metta World Peace you have to keep for his defensive ability if the Lakers run into OKC in the playoffs. Of course, he could try to guard Kevin Durant. I don't know of anyone else outside of LeBron who would have a better shot defensively at Kevin. Also, looking farther ahead, if the Lakers are really lucky and they make it to the finals, Metta World Peace did a great job on LeBron the last time they played the Heat. But, so there's rumors going around, trades that the Lakers would make for Ramon Sessions, Michael Beasley, Jose Calderon, Raymond Felton. Raymond Felton is one that I would definitely think that's a great upgrade. This year in Portland, he's really not having a spectacular year. His numbers are down, but when he played for New York, he was great for New York, and really coming into his own, and he has a decent shot. Like I said, his numbers are down, his percentage is down this year, but still a pretty good jumper. He can get to the rim. He's quick. He's not that old. I think he's 26, maybe going to be turning 27. That would be a definite upgrade. If, there's a huge if here, if the coaches wised up and said, listen, Derek, your leadership is great. We thank you what you've done for the organization, but honestly, you starting and you getting a lot of minutes is hurting the team. So that, I don't know why they continue to start Derek. The Steelers, as much as I loved Hines Ward, the Steelers did a great example of saying, look, Hines, you were great for the organization, but you're getting older, your production isn't as high, and we love you and we thank you for that, but in the best interest of the team, we're going to have to let you go. And that's what they did. And the Lakers refused to do that with Derek, and it's hurting them on the court. Secondly, just signings the Lakers could do, not trade. I don't think they should trade for Beasley. Their small forward position, Metta World Peace is not who he used to be, but like he'll have those games like against the Heat, 17 points, great on defense. He's had a 19-point game this season too. So he'll step up in the playoffs. He'll step up when he's needed. So he will give you production some games, usually not though. I'm not going to sit here and say he's good because he isn't. I'm not going to say that he's a great small forward of the league. But I honestly don't see Michael Beasley doing much better, especially on the... Michael Beasley is nowhere near Metta World Peace is on defense. But just some signings, not even trades, would be Gilbert Arenas has come up, and Rasheed Wallace. I think if I was the Lakers, I would grab both these guys if we don't trade for a point guard or whatever. But here's why. Both of them are so low risk. You can pay them both the veterans minimum. They're cheap. And, okay, Steve Blake is okay. He's okay. Derek is bad. Steve Blake's alright. But the problem is, Derek and Steve Blake are pretty much the same player. They're both small. They're both a liability on defense. They can shoot it if they're open, but they're not good at creating their shot off the dribble. Gilbert Arenas would just provide that spark if the coaches agreed to, hey, let's get this guy some playing time, let's bring him in. His workout went well. He worked out for the Lakers, it went real well. He did put up 61 on the Lakers just a couple years ago, And, it's crazy. I can't believe that somebody this good in such a short time ago would have this big of a drop off. That's why I see, like, hey, let's bring him in here, give him another shot, let's see what he can do. And if he is terrible, he could play awful, and it would still be better than Derek Fisher. The second would be Rasheed Wallace. And people say that the Lakers big, they're doing a great job to keep them around. But the thing is, yes, Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum are, but Troy Murphy is not. And Josh McRoberts barely gets any minutes. He's, an energy type player. He has the big dunks, not really a shooter, but, he doesn't get minutes. Troy Murphy's the only big man coming off the bench that does. So you bring in Rasheed Wallace. He gives you that toughness, that good defense. He can shoot the outside shot. He's just a tough player. And, for me, that just sounds like a good team. I know some of these players are older. They're not who they're used to be. But that sounds good. Gilbert Arenas at the point, Kobe, Ron Artest, Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum as the starters. Coming off the bench, you have Gallock who can hit the three, Rasheed Wallace who is great, great at knocking down the three and at defense. And you have Derek Fisher also providing leadership off the bench, a spot-up shooter when you need it. And that lineup just sounds very capable of winning the games. Not so much because this Lakers lineup they have now has proved they can beat the elite teams. But they get into this lull and they overlook teams, and like there's times where they get zero production out of anybody outside of their big three. But bringing in Gilbert and Sheed will give them, the ability to, hey, get a couple points from these guys. But that leads me to my question of the day. Who would you want the Lakers to trade for? Realistically, they're probably not going to get Dwight Howard. If they would get him, it would be in the offseason. So realistically, and Darren Williams, that's not really a possibility either. He's probably going to Dallas, if I were guessing, maybe in the offseason. But realistically, who would you want the Lakers to trade for at point guard? Would you want Raymond Felton, Ramon Sessions, Jose Calderon? Those are your three choices. I'm saying Raymond Felton out of those three. Would you also want him to make a move for Michael Beasley? I say no, but let me know what you think. And also, would you want the Lakers to sign Gilbert Arenas, Rasheed Wallace, or both? Let me know what you think. I say yes. I could be wrong. So yeah, let me know, and thanks for watching.